Oh. Okay. Oh, you fucker. Come on, man. It's just my cat and he doing stupid shit. As always. Okay, this is Mr. Roberto, I guess. But anyways, anyone that does watch in the future, or just for myself, trying to get better, yeah, it's gonna be the start of another attempt at speedrunning. It's hopefully I remember everything I'm supposed to be fucking doing. And yeah, here we go. This is my old attempt here. I went in kind of blind, to be honest with you. Like, I didn't really look at any maps. I sped run, or speed ran the game in a little while, so I was just kind of fucking around. And my cousin just trying to test things out anyways, right? So, let's see how this goes. Bear with me a little bit as well. My cats might create some problems for me. A little ridiculous. Alright, I'm trying to get comfortable too. Anyhow, and yeah, there's a little bastard right there. Okay. Fuck, come on, drink. No! Sorry, trying to get a sip. Before we start, here we go. I feel like I'm on. Okay. Okay. It's gonna take a bit to get the rust off my fucking chains. In a little while. And I was also playing some other Metrovania called like Colonel's Edge. Controls are much different. Oh. And the physics as well. That's probably the biggest thing. That's a difference. Whoops. So the jumping and all that stuff is wonky. So it's the last game I recently played. So muscle memory's hooked that shit right now. Anyhow. Hope I'm not too nasally. I know I'm mostly going to skip most of the extra geo spots, but I was lacking a little money, and so probably going to take the effort to collect it. Equipped, but oh nice. What's up, buddy? Sorry, I was just talking for future purposes, but yeah. I'll never equip that charm though, bro. That's the charm that will, when I'm at 1 HP, it'll like triple my damage. But I don't like playing at one fucking hit, and it costs, I think, 2 notches, and it's not really worth it. Or it's 3 notches, I think, one or the other. So it's, yeah, I think it's 3 actually, so it's really not worth it. How clear do I sound? Like, am I nasally? Like, is it alright? Probably talking too much. Beautiful. I just bought like $12 headphones man, at the Shoppers before I got home. So, fuck, I don't mind being on my phone and chatting with you as well. Like, I'm probably going to do that in the future, but it's just like, it's easier to tell you actively what the fuck I'm doing, right? Instead of like having to stop, type it out, and go again. You'll see that I jump in this area because other than that, I have to walk, right? So it's a quick way to just like get past this nonsense. I don't really save there or talk to them. It's kind of a waste of time. And there used to be a glitch on the old versions of the Steam one. You could still do it, but it's like whatever bench you saved at last, if you quit the game, you'll go there. So people used it as like an early quick travel, but it's been patched out, so can't really do that. But yeah, so one of my favorite hallways here. Oh fuck, I missed it. But if you get the right drop, it'll just drop all the way through like that, right? That's smooth. So when you go down here, most of this area here, I have like relatively really well mapped out, right? So I know exactly where the fuck I'm headed. I don't have to think about it too much. I can just like, or daydreaming in my fucking head, right? Again, I shouldn't be collecting this geo, but I should have made a decision there. And that's a little waste of time. Yeah. Fuck these guys. Gotta get the good drop on him. No? He's dead. Gotta get that up. Oh, I missed. Fuck off. Thank you for checking it out for me, making sure everything's... This way, while I'm still doing my thing and talking like a, you know, I know it's like clear, kind of, you know, we're all insecure in our own ways. So you get like that boost of confidence. And, I don't know, with like the trade that I'm learning, bro, it's like the tool makers that are teaching me, they're really emphasis on, you know, being very confident and sure, like not sure of yourself obviously, but you know, like stick to it. And so it's a tough thing, like, but yeah, we all feel confident, but it's like, you know, it's hard to describe. It's really different learning experience, man. A lot of hard battles to deal with too, right? It's like a lot of shit that I thought I knew, I didn't know. There's a lot of basic like life skills that we needed that we didn't really get, so that type of shit helps. But again, because I'm older now too, right? So it's like, fuck, it takes a little while to learn or break old habits, shit like that. But anyways, I'm talking about my life all fucking day. Gonna come up to the first boss, I guess. I don't really boss because it's, well, I guess she is, but we fucked and you don't really get anything for it, right? But it's important to come here anyways. Yeah, there you go, the wrong assertive. Yeah, pretty much assertive and just, yeah, take initiative for what you're looking for, and kind of like, right? They really like, you gotta be more hands-on, more aggressive. A lot of old school tool makers are like, the best way to word it is like assholes, right? But you don't want to be like that. And even the one tool maker that I've been working with the last little bit, working on afternoons, really awesome guy. He's like, you know, he's like, he went through that, because most of the guys I'm working with are older, man. They're like 40s, 50s, right? So they've been in the trade for a long time. So they've been through some shit, they've seen some battles, right? So more or less this guy's just like, how to word it without overthinking it. I'm a little big too, so I'll get lost in thought. But more or less like, you know, they're assholes. But he's like, do you really want to breed more assholes? He's like, he went through it. Like I learned, but he promised himself he wouldn't be like that, right? He doesn't want to continue that cycle of breeding more fucking assholes, right? So he doesn't treat the apprentice like garbage. Because like, that's the thing in the trades as well. The apprentice, you're supposed to break them down. You're supposed to fucking shit on them. And like, that's the old mentality, you know? You shit on them, break them, mold them, and then build them up again, right? Which it does help, but along those lines, there's residual effects, you know? You're gonna be pissed off. That guy's really gonna get on your fucking nerves. And again, with us, more as in like, our generation, it's like, we feel more anxiety, you know, we get more like frustrated, or there's certain elements that maybe the older guys don't necessarily understand the same, because their parents raised them different too, right? And we're a weird generation, man. We're like, because we came before technology, man. We were kids. I remember growing up outside playing fucking with our friends, and like, that's just what it was, less tech. And then, well, as we were getting older, the tech started coming out. A lot of the we grew up with is obsolete now. Like VHS, you know, Game Boys, like other Walkmans, like all that type of shit. It's all gone. So then now we're on to new shit, the smartphones. So the younger generation to us, they're always used to cell phones and shit, but we remember a time without that shit. Anyways, my main point is like, so we as a generation, like, we got our own fucking battles and struggles to go through too, you know. So it's sometimes look into the older generation. Their mentality is like, suck it up, buttercup, you know. But it's like it's not that easy sometimes. I still got to get up in the morning, you know. I still got to bite my fucking tongue when people line or try to shit on you, right? So it's like, anyways. That being said, as I said, I can ramble about this stuff for a while, and I hope I'm not bugging you. But it's just like hard battles to go through, man. Trial and error, right? But I'm getting there. That's the beautiful thing, right? Like this trade's been tough since I started it, but I'm getting it, and that's all that matters, right? And I'm gonna be better because of it. Like there's so many other things that I've learned too that I can transfer to other aspects of my life. So that's a plus, you know what I mean? So what I'm doing here is I'm waiting for him to jump. And I kind of run right behind him because he's not going to actually attack yet. I'll beat the fuck out of him. I forgot, I don't actually count. I hear you, man. Oh, let me sit there for a second. Talking to him. Just until I drop him again. Oh, I almost moved too late. It's the truth, right? We joke a lot. I get made fun of quite a bit, but it's not in a bad way. No one really means it, right? And it's like, that's more between us. We don't take that shit outside of like our little department at work. And I mean, it's just us fucking around. It'd be like when we can chill in the room and I just start running my mouth randomly about dumb shit, right? And it had no meaning to it, right? It was just me fucking comfortable, just taking up the silence, right? Talking shit, having fun, making jokes. Yeah, again, thanks for hanging out. At least it's one. It's not the best, but at least it's one way we kind of get to hang out, you know. So that's why I haven't minded. That's why I don't mind afternoons. Also, I probably haven't mentioned it. We're going to Japan soon, bro. April 9th. So it's coming up, right? Fuck. We're going for 2 weeks. So that's going to be different, man. Oh, it's overwhelming. The flight's like 14 hours or some shit. Anyways, it's going to be tough. Probably the toughest part for me getting through it at first is like the no pot, right? I gotta go 2 weeks without smoking up, which is fine. Like I've done it before, and it's not too big of a deal after like the first night. Like the first night kind of sucks, right? Because you're like, fuck. But well, once you let it kind of take its course, you don't even. It doesn't even bug you after that. Like it's still there, that itch. You know what I mean? Some of those itches you can never get rid of, but you know, you can overcome it. Your willpower is much stronger in a sense, right? And you just start to do other things. You have fun. Plus, obviously, there's alcohol. We'll be traveling, like doing random shit. The food is the other thing too, right? Because it's like fucking, I don't know what the fuck I'm eating over there. And the few times I have traveled, like it's kind of not always upset my stomach. Far from it, but sometimes it, you know, it's different, right? Like, so you sometimes got to go through that. Oh, I hear you. That's why I try not to go too deep into certain things, because you know, it's a snowball effect of on there. It's like the more we feed that type of shit, even though it sucks and it pisses me off, like certain things, right? Like without targeting. Exactly. Ain't no sermons here. No pastor sermons, man. I'm just randomly talking shit. That's why I try not to post that. But you know, when you're high, you're hyper focused on whatever pops into your head. Just zoom in on it. But yeah, so these guys, you just slap the fuck out of him 3 times. Him, wait till he opens up, blast him 3 times there, wait for the next guy. Oop. And voila, he's dead. So right now the base nail, which is your sword, bro, it does like just for say 1 damage, right? It does 1 damage right now. And oh, 100%. I agree with you on having a nice little community. You know, you just build your own family after a while, man. Sometimes it takes a little time, but eventually the right people will see that shit, and you don't have to worry then. You know what I mean? It's all good. Because I know it sucks sometimes too, because you can't force things, but sometimes certain people just get drawn to you and drawn content, or just drawn to the shit that you do, right? That's kind of why I try to emphasize a bit more of like getting your personality across in streaming, which is good. You have been, which I like. But then it's like people love that type of shit too, right? You're gonna tune into somebody that you think about, or you kind of built a relationship with. You're like, oh, I wonder what the fuck he's doing tonight. And then even if it's like 10-15 minutes, it's still nice. You know? So come check it out, shoot the shit, take off, right? Yeah, man, it's tough, right? Because you can't, not to justify anything either. It's just, can't really control which way it's going to go sometimes, right? Or why certain people get certain views, or certain things like that, right? And I don't even know. That's the type of shit that I don't even want to touch base with right now, right? That's why I don't give a fuck. Even when before you were here, I was just talking. Even to myself, it's nice. Yeah, I get you, man. But again, feed into that shit, the more it's gonna grow, right? Or the more, like, it's just in the back of our fucking heads. The moment we realize, or it's not realized, but it's like, the moment we can finally build up our willpower, not give a fuck about it, just like, you know, it sucks, and that's bullshit, but that shit ain't gonna stop me, you know, it's not gonna affect me anymore. Then it really loses its power, and then it's just like, you'll see that it slowly goes away. Exactly, man. That's what I mean. Real recognizes real. Like, they say it for a reason. It's not just to, you know, bravado's sake. It's because I know most people might have felt this interaction before, where you kind of just met somebody and you couldn't really describe it, but there's just something about them. And it's not even like they had to say much to you, right? It's just like it's just this vibe. It's like you just know. Unspoken, just like, yo, this, and it's like mutual too, right? So you're just like, oh fuck. Yeah, man, but it's, as I said, with the generation thing, right? It's not that I have the answer for it either, right? Like, don't believe me, but I personally feel like it's because we're so addicted to that type of shit. That's all we know, right? So it's like, oh, I'm gonna kill myself. It's hard not to want that, right? Oh, big leap. Oh, I always do that. Not that part, but I can guess myself. Somebody's gonna die tonight. Well, if I have to go through the whole area, oh yeah. Give me 1 second. It's gonna take a second, but it's worth it. Where are you? Oh, I guess he's not there. Uh-oh. Whoa. But as I said, man, just try not to focus on that stupid shit. Don't worry about it. Yep. Gotta play it safe for a moment, or I'm gonna bite the bullet. Oh, I know. Trust me, man. I've seen it too, right? Or I've succumbed to some of that shit. I can't even help it. Like, it's like systemic. If I see a sexy chick on a video from somebody that I kind of watch, I'll immediately click it, right? Like, I can't even help it. But it's like, it's usually clickbait too, right? But sometimes you just fall for the trap. Ah, sucks. But, yeah, that's why you just do the opposite, I guess. Fuck them. Fuck them. As you said, I've noticed it, but I've slowly just been like, nah. Yo, I know, I'll just stop here for a second. I've seen it before. They do this huge leap here. I don't have magic for it. They get enough height where Hornet is, and then they just turn around immediately and use the your blast, right? And it pushes you backwards for a second, and then they get up on the ledge. Yeah, man. You just gotta utilize that shit once you capture the footage for it, I guess. No guessing. Don't mind, I'm gonna make stupid noises every so often. Go down there. Yeah, man. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean it. I'm focused, man. Oops. That was me fake. Put that grub on. You did such a bad rap. Don't mind me. I have to stop and do it. Fucked up. Fucked up, son. Give me 2 seconds here, and I'll read the comment. I like the graphics for its time. I'll never forget that game, man. When it came out for DS, it was one of the best looking DS games in my opinion. Even now, it's up there, you know? When I think DS, you already know what I think of. Like Days, Chrono Trigger, obviously, because it came after that, but I meant Recoded. Obviously Pokemon is hard to get away from, but like there's a few others, Mario, Luigi, inside that, you know. Yeah, they just don't know, man. As I said, that one in Recoded, I love the battle system. I don't give a fuck. It's beautiful. Even with like with Days, like people always hate this shit. They don't necessarily understand, or it takes more to you know, utilize it. So without trying to put it in one little perspective, but anyways, what I'm meaning by that is, like with Days, it was like the mission-based system was really cool. Obviously there's other games like that, but if they did that for Kingdom Hearts, the way you build your deck, I love it, because it was like kind of paying homage to Chain of Memories, like the best game in the series to me, right? Well, it's not that, because the first Kingdom Hearts, when that shit came out, like that was groundbreaking. Like the action-based battle system with the menu, like it just felt, you know, something else. Hold on. Oh yeah, sorry, my bad. I forgot about The World Ends With You. I knew there was like I can't focus on everything, right? But definitely, I bought that. That was one of my first DS games, man. I remember I bought it. I bought Christopher a game, and I bought that game for myself. And we got back to the house, And Christopher was upset because he had no idea about the game, and he saw me playing it. He's like, "What the fuck, right?" Like that shit looks awesome. Anyways, something like that. I shouldn't. Oh yeah, I hear you. I agree with you on the Recoded Dawn, all that stuff, but it was nice. I would have loved them to come out with Recoded before Days, so that Days could have had a chance of coming out on the 3DS with better multiplayer capabilities. But again, we've already talked about this shit, right? Like, it's just annoying. not the conversation, just everything, right? It's just one of those topics where you already know. But it is what it is. So stupid. Yeah, I guess. I think the reason why some of the sales sucked too was because it was at the height of the R4s and the DSs, everyone being able to fucking get ROMs of that shit, right? So that's how I originally played it, was a ROM, like the Japanese one, and then I played the English translated patch, and then I waited for the actual drop of the game, and then I beat it like fucking 10 times then. But as I said, like you're probably late on your messages, but the ROMs definitely fucked with the sales, man. You gotta think about it. Like, after a certain point, we just stopped buying fucking games, man. Even though we owned them at one point or another, but we just fucking downloaded ROMs. I agree. I'm not gonna buy it, but if it does well, I might check it out. I understand your distaste for it. Fuck man, I really need this Geo, but I can't fight these guys, man. Oh yeah. It's funny because my friend was at work. He was talking to me. We talk about games a lot, right? He was talking to me about him and his girlfriend, or fiance, pretty much his girlfriend. Anyways, they were playing Resident Evil, right? They were playing the second one. She got into it. She loved it. Then we started playing the third one. Like, they enjoyed it, but he did mention, he's like, because I heard it was short. I told him, right? Because I talked about you a bit, and then he's just like, yeah, 5 hours. As I said, there are some aspects of 3 that I liked, but all in all, there's no drive for me to ever really want to pick it up again, which is sad because like I was so addicted to the first and second one back in the day, right? Like I'd always run it at least once a year, man. Before I get to Hornet here, fuck the speed run. I gotta take a sip of drink too. On that tip. The thing about Kingdom Hearts that I was really trying to get across, my main point, was the first one was groundbreaking, and what they did with the battle system and how they incorporated certain things. And then Calm, in my opinion, like Chain of Memories, it did the same thing. Yeah, it wasn't the same format, but bro, what other fucking game had like a deck building system like that? And it was and still action based, you know? So there was that. Hey man, each their own, right? Like I'll never dismiss 3. Everyone that loves it, I enjoyed it at the time. And again, there will be a day I'll pick it up again, but it's no driving factor for me, right? But again, like, fuck, it is what it is. Oh yeah, it's one of the best. That's what brought me back to the game again, because I beat it when it first launched, man. Like, and I played it a lot, and I was so fucking upset that there was no critical at the time. I had to wait a whole fucking year. Yeah, but it's shit, in my opinion. I don't like it. It's so much slower. I'm not getting off shit, bro. Chain of Memories games ever. Top tier. But then my main point, you're trying to get me across, sorry for y'all, but is that then Recoded, I mean, 358 came out, and it was like they did a lot of the stuff that worked, and then they also added that deck building, which was huge, man. No, they didn't. It's bullshit. I 100% agree with you, but the Recom, I played it a few times, but I hate it. 100%, man. I fucking hate that game. Oops. Probably gonna die because of that. There's only one thing I like about Recoded, man. I mean, Recom. And that was when we used to play the Japanese version. And the way Sora would say fire and all that shit, man. It was, oh, that was amazing. I remember you grinding that in my fucking living room. Yeah. I'm really gonna die here. Shaw! Oh. You're upsetting me, huh? Yeah, eat it. It's just the only issue with it too, like there's a lot of good things about it. I love what they did with Riku as well. But it's slow, man. Fuck. Slow as hell. I know we can't really help that, right? The transition to 3D. That's why it's not a bad game. It's just not, out of all of them, it's at the bottom of my list. Oh yeah. Trust me, I love those moves. All of it was fucking, like, those types of improvements were phenomenal. Even with the added cards, like, it's great. Again, it's a great game, but if you ask me between, you already know, don't ask. Calm, always. Oh yeah, but, I mean, you cannot argue or dismiss this. When you are farming and fucking Recom, watch those hours fucking roll away, man. It's not, it's bullshit. Whoops. Forgot my dash. It takes forever to get anything in that fucking game. Like they did in, I've noticed in the process they increased the probabilities of getting good cards just by collecting them, because you can't refarm rooms, right? But, and then obviously the roulette, like they added a lot of really good things, like, but yeah, I know that's the only thing you really like about it. Obviously everything else too. To me, it's the best looking sprites on the Game Boy Advance, bar none. Best fucking battle system. But there's a lot of great, don't get me wrong, great Game Boy Advance games, but none of them look as fucking beautiful as that game, man. Like, the music on it was fucking stellar. Oh, get distracted again. Whoops. I'm reading your chat while I'm dashing. Whoops. Get revenge. Oh yeah, like that's a beautiful game too, don't get me wrong, but nah, I disagree for mine. The game I always go back to. Yeah, fucking Christopher had it, but he lost it, man, because for the longest time, man, because I saw Sword of Mana when it first came out, like years ago, though I didn't have a Game Boy Advance anymore. Besides the point, Christopher told me he had it, so I was like, oh fuck, please, like, let me borrow that, right? And Christopher couldn't find it. And he eventually did find it, though, and he let me play it, and I was so let down, because I thought it was just like Secret of Mana. But at the time I was chasing Secret of Mana, I never really got to play it too much. I expected Secret of Mana. When Sword of Mana wasn't that, I hated it. But it's actually a fucking amazing game. I love it. I'm gonna do a fucking speed run in Sword of Mana next, man. Not right now, but once I get the game down. I need this charm. He didn't lose it. He never let me play it. And then when I got mine, he got... Oh yeah, he's like that. He's fucking like that, man. I'm sorry. Sorry I had to go through that shit. Love the guy, but fuck him. Pisses me right the fuck off. Anyways, yeah, that hurts so much, man. Yeah, bro. Because the thing was, too, is like, as soon as I moved to Oshawa, like you had your Game Boy Advance, that was like one refresh it. That was like the one console you had, right? You know, you had games for that. Like Christian played more of the GameCube, and obviously Christopher had his own shit, his PS2 and everything else, right? But Christian would get games for PS2, but he didn't really have one, right? So it was Christopher. And then, yeah, I came around and fucking, I had a couple consoles at the time. A lot of bootleg shit, which was great. My uncle got me that stuff. Oh! Alright, I'll focus on this part because I might die. You dog. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. I really got scooped there. Quite smart. If I hit those big guys, I couldn't tell you before and I didn't want to type it out. If I hit those fucking big guys, man, they'll explode and they'll their cores will fucking chase after me, man. And it does 2 damage, so you're pretty much dead. So that's why I try to avoid those guys. Probably didn't need a heal, because the heal spot's right here, but, you know, sometimes I don't think. Yeah, I remember him telling me about that too, right? Even though, yeah, because that's the only reason why I got to borrow it, to be honest with you, because it was Christian's. Because he said I could borrow it. Christopher let me borrow his Game Boy Advance at the time. Yep, I hear you. Yeah, because I remember, like, the other memory that I'll never forget, man, is like, the one fucking day, there was a couple, must have been a couple months at most, that I Joshua, and your mom pulled up to her driveway in the car. I think you were in the back seat, but you probably remember more than me. But well, after I tell you this, Christian got Kingdom Hearts 2, and he was going off about it. Because then you guys got to sleep over. I don't know. I don't think he's over that weekend, man. But you must have, because that's the same weekend we played DOA 3, right? Because you guys came over and we fucking ripped the shit out of that. So like we took turns, and then I remember me trying to take you out in fucking DOA 3. Fucking tripping. Oh man, probably one of my favorite fucking weekends ever, man. Oh yeah. Yo bro, that morning, I'm telling you, like the Saturday morning waking up was blessed. Like, I'll literally never forget it, man. It was like, because you were still a little young, but it was like, and yeah, same with like Christian and your brother, you guys didn't really smoke pot. So, yeah, yep, I remember, man. But yeah, I woke up in the morning, it was like we woke up for like Box or like whatever the fuck it was called at the time. And I remember waking up in the morning, bro, going in the basement because you guys were too young, and rolling and smoking this fucking fat blunt, like half of it. And then I came upstairs and then we're sitting there watching Ninja Turtles. And it was like probably one of the first or second times I was really like high around you guys. So it's a little awkward. But I was just like, oh, I wonder if these guys know I'm fucking high. But anyways, it was like, we were watching Ninja Turtles and shit, and I was just like, and Avatar came on right afterwards, and I was like, oh man, this is life here. Just focus too much on that. Oh, bro, I'm upset. But yeah, it was great. And then we fucking, after we watched all the shows, we fucking hung out, played fucking Kingdom Hearts, or took turns and played other shit. Cause that was a beautiful thing, right? Like, oh, and we had the Rogers box with all the fucking anime shows. So came over and watched like Inuyasha. No, Christian didn't smoke, man. Nobody smoked. Christopher didn't even smoke at that time. When I first moved to Oshawa, it was just me. Yeah, you were still like, yeah, fuck. Like, I know you guys were all in GL. I think it was, no, maybe? I gotta focus. I can't remember if you started GL or not yet, or if you were in the school beside it. Don't quote me. Maybe that was just Stefan. Bitch ass Stefan. Oh yeah, cause he was always at the house, man, and then he started hanging out with Carla, and like Stacy and shit like that. So then he started smoking up. Cause I found out, I was like, what, you smoke weed, man? Cause like he used to chill. Same with Christopher when Graham and Bert and James would come over and we'd all smoke up and shit, right? But Christopher wouldn't partake. Neither did Christian, right? But oh, I could have just went through there. Anyways, I'm back. Rookie shit. It's all good though. Just have to kill one of them. Bastard. But yeah, what I was saying before is, so my slash, before I forget, my slash does about 1 damage. This fucking shot does 5, man. So at base, right? It gets much stronger than that, but so it does, or 5 or 7. Like, don't quote me. Probably more than that, but it does a lot more damage. Is what I'm saying. Charm notch. Okay. All right. Back at it. I know I started fresh, but. Just second guessing myself. Oh, why did I do that? I don't know. I can't tell you. What are you doing? I probably talked my head off. I don't know if you're texting me or not. My phone's over there. I gotta get it. It could be Rebecca. Who fucking knows? Oh, nope. This way. I already know. No. This way. Yeah. A blessing and a curse. try because I can't. Talking shit. Bitch boy. I don't know why I'm fighting him. Incomplete. My life is incomplete. Where am I going? What am I doing? Ah! I'm messing around. Later, but Bitch is crying. Again, don't really need this, but it's helpful, actually. I really like it. Dash Master. So let you dash twice as fast and let you down dash. Though the down dash you're not going to use as much. But honestly, it's still pretty helpful. Just a bit. Yeah. Because the Soul Catcher is really good, man. I mostly use this for travel. But you can definitely notice the difference. So later on you can get another chime, and it's Speed Master. So it makes you run a little faster. But if you have both of them equipped, you can really tell the difference. They boost each other, and it's like, fuck, man, you start zooming around the map. Oops, I shouldn't have done that. Where am I going? Okay. I don't want to surround it here, so let me take that one instead at least. That'll help. We couldn't make it. Well, we're about to get the Mantis Claws. Not too bad. What is it, 45 minutes? Not too bad. Could have been better. I hope my wiling out doesn't bug you. It's mostly for comedic effect on myself. Again, I don't need these, but I don't think. Oh, not at all. I don't mind it, man. It helps. Because, as I said, I've done this part of the portion of the game so much. Like, obviously I still get hit. Like, I'm not perfect at it. But I memorize it. So a lot of times I don't have to think too much. Like, if I'm in the wrong room, I usually notice it, right? I'm just like, something just alerts me. I'm like, this doesn't feel right. And then I can correct myself, right? But, and then, you know me, I like to, because we played so much together, I like to take risks. I'm so risky. Or I'm stubborn, like I don't listen to myself. I'll try 15 times before I'm like, okay, it's not gonna work. Fuck this guy. Oh, I get you, right? But I don't know, like for you before, like it just felt really delayed, right? Like, which I don't mind, but it's kind of annoying, and she doesn't pick up everything all the time. There's nothing wrong with it either. Like, don't let me make it sound good. But, yeah. It doesn't matter to me, I guess. And I don't know if you could set it up on the P4. Mostly just, it's really easy to set up this stream right now. Like, I just gotta find my PlayStation camera and plug that in, and then you could actually see what me sitting on the couch, I guess, if you want to. But yeah, so I can see that. But I pretty much just hit the button and hit broadcast, and then I get two options: connect to Twitch or YouTube, and then voila. So really easy, and the quality of it's great, right? So can't complain there. Yours, like sometimes 30 seconds is too long, man, because like it's like I'll try to tell you something that's happening or like something along those lines, and then it doesn't come for a while, and then it's like my next comment too is delayed 30 seconds. So it's like a lot of times by the time you're saying something in real time, you're gonna get my response like way too late for it to actually have an effect, right? Like I don't really think it was the Wi-Fi, man, because like even last night when you're streaming, we could actually have a conversation back and forth. Like it was like, because what I was saying to you, I actually saw get posted as well, and I could tell that you saw it. Oh yeah, like there's that stuff too, but it's been man, like but again, yeah, Epic sucks. So my neck and my back. Tired of carrying these bitches. Oh, 100%. Like that definitely gonna help too, and it sucks that you don't really. Yeah, it hurts. Trust me, man. Yeah, I gotta pay for this fucking internet. Fuck, actually, I gotta pay for the internet. like, really, like, real shit. That makes sense. I'm paying my internet bill. That's what I'm trying to get across. Let's keep going. We're gonna come up to the first sword upgrade soon, which is pretty helpful. Pogo that motherfucker. Dodge these guys? I don't think so. Ah.
Ranjo Stenja. Jonsha.
Yeah. I know what you're saying.
Garadel Akari. So strong. It's so weird. It's like the ground versions of those guys take like 5 fucking hits. It feels like, and then the air guys only take 3. I guess because they're airborne. That makes sense, right? Don't want to be too OP. The lance guys are assholes though. Yeah, you don't want a minute, because then it's just like way too late. I get why they would do it too, right? It's hard if you got fucking 1,000 people and everyone's commenting, right? But I check my phone. I don't want to get up. I'm gonna open this door first. Hey, big guy. Make that money. 4 hits. I hate these guys. Yo, fuck off. Fuck, you still alive, son. Really just up. Oh. I can read your messages. What's that? Oh, well, that's the issue, right? Because sometimes, like, you just, my comment's, like, way too late. Anyways. Oh, okay, so you can actually still, alright, okay. Alright, now you got me. Okay. That's not bad. Yeah, I guess you're not really reading it. You're just ignoring me. Thanks. Oh, shit, son. Coming up on this cocksucker. I hate this area, too. Ah. Rats. Ugh. Those guys are assholes. Well, what can you do? Things are coming. A mess. So deep. I'll take the hit. Oh. I was gonna hit him though. I did not. Okay. So. Okay, that's what, yeah, I see that. No, when I'm doing invisible sword throws, yeah, I guess not. I wouldn't expect you to though, like what the fuck are you talking about? That's ridiculous. Ah. Bitch boy. Huh? Whoops. Sloppy. Talk too much shit. I need a drink. Okay. Keep going. Fuck you. Oh. No money. Back up. Focus, man.
Whoops. That was bad. Just in full soul, this next room's kind of a bitch, so need everything I can get. Save that. Ugh. It's not how I wanted that to go down. Got a perfect angle there. How? Oh, there's that room. How? Oh, you're not dead? Wow. I'm gonna die. That was really bad. I got it. I can try now, but I'm gonna go here first, just because. I don't think I can get back up there. I probably could, just in case. But I gotta make sure I don't get hit here. Come on. Where are you at? Ah. Yeah, I got it. Focus. Open up your senses. What I needed to do. Because this one, Spell Twister, fuck, really good. And it's just a good room to like heal yourself, plus good money too, right? So these guys come out of fucking nowhere speaking, so. Alright, now the actual boss. I'm focusing in. He's a tricky one. Oops. shit bit. Nice. I got lucky with that last shot. It's like you can hit him when he's coming down, but it's hard, right? So, I mean, most likely to get hit. But once he hits that ground, he's invulnerable. Definitely my favorite magic spell. Don't forget to go up. That's where the real money's at. Oh. Should be good to buy it. Same, man. One of the best games. There we go. Whoops. Next time I gotta switch up I call this stream. That's a bad idea. They wanted to milk as many TPS type systems they could until it switched, right? Fucking I just go back for the grub because you need 10 in order to get a good chunk. Right, okay. It came out for a while, and for a while the game was slept on, man. Like, because when it came out, like, I don't think it did that well. Like the first time it dropped, probably in Japan, but not so much here, right? So maybe I'm just wrong. What am I doing? Like, how'd you learn about the game? From me, right? Because I already had it. But I didn't really know anybody else that fucking knew about the game. I should go up first, but... Got to go down. Yeah, there's not too many, to be honest with you. Well, Bowser's Inside Story, that was alright. Because you have to use Bowser, but no, not really, man. I hated those rules. I know there was a Ninja Gaiden game for DS that utilized the touchscreen for slashing, and it wasn't bad. Yeah, because I was probably done with it. It was a great game at the time. I was just like, holy fuck.
Vår son Gian. Velmi Ardred. Vår son Gian. Velmi Ardred. Vår son Gian. Velmi Ardred. Opal. Helma Delker.
It wasn't bad. Like, it was like for what they tried to do with Ninja Gaiden, like it was pretty responsive. Oh, the only other thing I'll say is Zelda games, right? They're all touch screen based, but at the same time I didn't really like it. Like Phantom Hourglass and that train one. I think I'm going the right way. Bravo! I got bounced on. Oh. Alright, this room's kind of a bitch. Not this one, the next one. Fuck, I'm still short a little bit. I guess. Not really. No, they weren't bad, man. Like, I only played Phantom Hourglass, right? But then my mic on my DS shit the bed, so then I was just like, alright, I'm done. Because then you couldn't get past the game. You needed the mic. So that's what really pissed me off, because it's like, you can't put something that's brain break, like, anyways, super annoying. Oops, going too far here. Right way. Mayahi. Why the fuck am I saying that? Oh, whoops. Yeah. That's some bullshit. Some bullshit, son. That's what I mean, like, it's nice to do that. Like, at least with, like, The World Ends With You, they're optional, like, pins to wear, you know? So at least you didn't have to use them if your mic was fucked. What am I doing here? Bye money. That hurt. Whistle. Yeah, man, that would have been nice, right? Just like a safety, right? Like, just a backup worst case scenario. Yo, it's the equivalent of making the 3DS permanently 3D. Like, why? You know, just after fucking 4 hours, you have no eyes. Like, it's nice, and at least you get to choose when to put it on, right? It's probably legally they had to do that.
Patamaschio!
Patamaschio? Oh, you want all my cash? Is that what you're telling me? You fucking bitch. I guess for speed purposes, let's do this.
Honestly, I never got that far in those games. It was hard for me to even tell. And then when that happened, you know, I just had to put the bad taste in my mouth, so I don't even bother playing anymore. What am I doing? Somebody else is in here. Welcome. Hey. Thanks for joining. We're currently speedrunning fucking around kind of too. Makes sense.
Mariba usso.
Yeah, but it's tough, right? They need to entice people and keep the franchise strong, so they have to keep dropping Zelda games. Like at that time. I think that's it. Just in case. Can't even afford it. Okay, let's keep going. That's one problem. Whoopsies. I don't even think I'm going the right way, to be honest with you right now. Yeah, this just doesn't feel right. Okay. You should have known. Sorry, give me a second for your message. Just heal up. Oops. Trying to read at the same time, so don't mind me. Yeah, that one was great. As I said, I didn't like the changes of Majora's, but each their own, right? It just didn't do it for me. Wrong way again. I keep screwing up. I gotta focus. For the sake of it. The graphics weren't bad. I was glad they did it, but yeah, what they did too with the Zora mask, like, oh man. And swimming, oh, they butchered it. Like, why? It was one of the best parts of playing that game, to be honest with you. Oops, I was trying to read at the same time. Why? And the worst thing about it is, like, they relaunched that Mario 64.
last year from Mario Day, and they didn't add. They added the PAL version or the 64 version instead of the DS, and everyone wanted the DS. Because at least you could have had the extra characters and stuff, right? Like, what can you do? Oh, that guy left. Guess he got bored. Well, nice seeing him. We had one guy. That's shocking. Next time I gotta put like glitch lists for like the category for the speed run, kind of. Because then people at least know, right? Because right now some people might be trying to like check it out. Obviously not really too many people, but they might be expecting like me to do shortcuts and all this other shit, right? But I don't really know that stuff. Pussy. Yeah, man, I agree with you as well. They butchered it with I know I probably can't answer that anyway, but with the Mario. I think I missed the shop key. That's gonna hurt in the long run. I should do one thing before I go all out. I think it's here. Just because I've died in the past here. Yeah, I'm not really down for that stuff all the time. Like, it's nice and it has its place and I like the tricks, but yeah, not really many, right? But yeah, I feel you. For traffic people, I'm not even worried. I'm not doing this for anybody else, to be honest with you. Other than being here. And it made me feel better. Like, I gotta focus. But I don't know, man. After work, it gave me something to be excited about after work, you know. So I was like, fuck, I'm gonna go home and stream a bit, knowing that you're gonna have to kind of watch a bit and stuff like that too. Kind of make me feel better as well. And vice versa, because I could imagine that's how it feels as well, right? And as I said, like, it's like people will come in time. Like right now, I don't blame the guy for dipping because we're talking about other shit for one, and yeah, it's not really the most professional thing. So people, especially like as someone going to look for content, they expect a certain standard, right? So they're probably like, oh yeah, this is a joke, right? But it is what it is. We gotta learn somewhere, right? Gotta start somewhere. And it's a learning progress. Just walk around, right? As I said, man, it's just people want to look for certain things. You can't really. It's hard, right? Like you can't really be like, fuck. That's why, like when you saw, I went to stream that new game. Like, bro, that game dropped that day. What was it, Wednesday or something like that? The 14th, at Vernal Ed. That game dropped that day. I broadcasted it hoping maybe people that are looking for that game. We didn't get a single fucking viewer, man, that whole night. But Hollow Knight, as I was saying, we've gotten a total of 3 randos in the past, like, 2 times I've streamed this. Which isn't too bad, right? Oh, 100%. That's why I don't give a fuck. Like, as long as they're chilling, I'm happy, you know? Even if you're not, like, I'll still keep rambling to myself for a bit. I think Rebecca's got her parents anyway, so. Or else she'd probably be like, who the fuck are you talking to? Like, I was talking to myself there. Right, hold on. I kept fucking second guessing myself. Oh, big time. Big time. That's all. That's a big backtrack. That's why I was looking for the bench, but I was like, no, it's okay. I'll just skip it, knowing that I've died there before. Not necessarily that part, but in the next room following that, and then the next one. So yeah, still haven't learned my lesson, man. Oh, I know. Oh, 100%, right? But again, like, a lot of people don't want to be the only viewer as well. So, like, well, it depends, right? And I know, exactly. That's what I mean, right? And you got to think, a lot of people are like, oh, this is, that's why I don't care, right? At the end of the day, it's like, whatever. Might get views later, or if not, oh well, who gives a fuck? I don't think I'm going the right way. Paranoid. Yeah, not everybody, but like, yeah, I get what you're saying. Like, it's hard not to. There's such a mob mentality nowadays. Especially online, it's easy to be like that because we have the freedom to choose who to watch, when we want to watch, and who to criticize, who or to, you know, like all that other shit, right? So that's where it becomes like a tough situation. Everyone is so like snobbish in a sense, right? Oh, that's not worth my time. You've seen it before. It's just a matter of catching what people kind of are interested in, right? And like, that's the thing. I don't think YouTube is the main platform people watch streams on, but with Twitch, it's, I don't know. I guess I haven't really done Twitch too much. And even when I've done Twitch, that's the crazy thing. I've gotten more viewers just these past couple of days than I ever have on Twitch. Though, that being said, I didn't really stream on Twitch for long, so I don't think I'm supposed to be in here. I don't believe I'm supposed to be in here. Oh, but I can get something. I know what I'm supposed to get. Doing, man? I don't know what I'm doing, but script is fucked. Yeah. That's why it doesn't even matter. It's just background noise, bro. So, you just keep it grinding. Do what you want. Well, I already did this, so what the hell? hate this guy. Yeah. Pardon? What? Yeah, I've been home from bed. Sorry. Yeah, like that's what I mean. Like, there's more games that, well, even then, right? You could do what they're doing, but it doesn't necessarily mean everyone's gonna agree with your shit, right? So, sorry. There we go. I think it's in here. I think this is the room that I'm trying to be in. Yeah, here we go. I needed that. I needed that, man. This thing's hurting me. One of the hardest rooms, in my opinion. Well, not in total, but in this area. Yeah, that's true, right? That's how the one guy got a following, like Smelly Octopus, like someone that I watched for a while. He started on Kingdom Hearts, like Union Cross, as he at first just started doing videos for like free-to-play players, like really free-to-play, and then he slowly got a following because people that got stuck, he was getting farther than people that actually purchased shit, right? So it's like, oh man, and he slowly got a following, and he's bigger now. He's mostly on Twitch now. But he started on YouTube for quite some time and just do videos like that. And then he slowly started doing like live streams at night. Then slowly built his own following. So did I though, right? So it's just the way it goes sometimes, man. Sucks, but no. I healed too much. This guy's a hoe. His mom's a hoe. Tell you that much. But shouldn't have done it. Okay. Yeah, same. Better to late than never, right? It doesn't matter if I find something that people are gonna want to watch. Oh, fuck. Well, not letting that stop me. These guys. Fuck these vatos, man. I remember, man. Fuck, even prior to all that stuff, you saved so much. For the longest time. Yeah. Then it eventually turns to Starlight. That's the funniest thing. It eventually became one of the best Keyblades anyways. Well, that was a problem, right? It was like, because it was color coordinated, it was like, you relied on certain metals for certain spots, right? By the end of it, like the power creep that they were doing, man, like, it was ridiculous. Bro, I took like a 2-month break, and then I went back to the game, and every metal I owned was trash. Compared to what, like, all the buffs that I thought was good, nope, not no more, man. Months. That was it. That's nothing. I took a break from Dissidia for 2 months, man. Come back, I'm just as strong. All I had to do was pull a couple times. That was great. But again, that game's slowly power creeping too. It's just like, I just haven't had the drive to play it anymore either. It's still a great game and a good gacha game. Like, at least it's fair. Yeah, I hear you, man. But like with Dissidia, there was just so much freebies, right? Like, in a good way. Like, you do the events, like you put in the work, man, you get rewarded for it, so it was always worth it, right? And then you had a big community on like Reddit and all this other jazz, right? So it was like they always did the research for the bosses and stuff like that for you, which is just helpful. Yeah, it's some bullshit, man. They should have at least fucking refunded you your money. But again, what do we expect, right? Yeah, man. Some people just don't like the chibi characters. They do put a lot of work into that game, but to each their own, right? I just gotta take a quick break, man. I need a toke. It's up to you. You wanna chill still? I like the PSP ones too, like... Sorry, I'm getting lost here, confused. That's what I grew up on, right? I had the DS at the time. Those two DS games came out, and I just really got into them. And what's I doing here? Yeah, probably gonna need this. Yo, I'm upset. But yeah, sorry. See, I love the PSP one because it stayed true to the original, right? So it's like,
Well, the DS one, they added all that other stuff, and which is nice, but at the same time, it's not either. I think it was this way. No, it's not. Wasting my time. Yeah, that game alone was just fucking hard, man. Even with everything, even when you collected every item. We're talking about teams, we're talking about the actual game there, my bad. When it came to Final Fantasy 3 on DS, one of the hardest. And then those games, I mean those teams, beautiful. Yeah, I know you put in a lot of work in that game. That's the funny thing, when I first learned about, like... Whoops. Bad idea. Yeah, see, when I first played Record Keeper, man, it was like when the game first launched, and it was quite different. It's insane, but I just never got into it, right? I kind of just put it down after a while, and then never went back to it. Because then I got into, like, I think, Heaven Rivals or something like that. Heavy into that thing for quite some time.
Rumas!
How did that hit me? Crushed him that time. That's it. Hold on. Yeah, I remember when you started playing, because the characters came out, so Enrique. With that little top sucker there, I did much more damage to him this time because I had that This charm, this shaman stone, makes my spells much stronger. So every time I hit him with that down dive, it does like fucking mad damage. Well, that's not bad. It wasn't bad. Like, I was gonna get into it after I saw Mark Reaper 2, those sprites, but I don't know. I always jumble between like, oops, how many mobile games that's always fucking. Oh no! I need to go this way. Yeah, I like the combination of the two charms, man. Like, I'll show you real quick. So this guy reduces the soul cost of your spells, and this guy increases the damage of them. So you can use a lot more of them, and they're even stronger, right? So, oops. Oh, I'm taking my damage there. Shit. I hate these guys. They're crushing me. I'm gonna die here. My little homie's gonna die tonight. Just getting sloppy, that's all. Yeah, fuck man. Yeah, that's why it's nice. The Google Play. Yeah, fuck those taxes on nothing. It's so stupid. I gotta stop getting sloppy with these guys. Oof. Would have been the end of me right there. Yeah, same with never charge tax, now they do. Yo bro, you go to fuck. Sorry, yeah, go to Pizza Man, or go to get a pizza, and they want to charge you they want to charge you for tip, man. And I'm like, so I go on there and I get a slice, and then I see it pop up like tip, which I'm like, yo, I don't mind paying a tip, but what the fuck, man? There's no service being given, really, other than like the bare minimum, which is give me my slice of pizza at lukewarm temperature. You know, like what the fuck? Give me a second, I'll tell you the rest. Feeling on that. And I bought these headphones today, like the ones that have this mic in them. And what was it? What the fuck did they charge me for it? I looked on the receipt, or when I first scanned it, I got charged 40 cents for a recycling tax. 40 cents, man. And I was like, what? What the fuck? Like, what am I? What am I recycling? You know what I mean? It's like I don't get it. But I obviously it wasn't like I went to the self checkout at the Shoppers. But even still, what the hell? I think I still have the receipt in my car. That was the most ridiculous shit I've seen in a long time. Give me a second here. That's gonna kill me if I don't. That's smart. Oh god. Fuck this guy. Oh, that's bad. There we go. That works. I know. It makes no sense, man. I'm telling you. And I thought, because maybe that the headphones that I purchased, and they're like, they said Marley on them. They're Bob Marley headphones. But the only reason why I got them beforehand was because it was like they're saying that they donate, well, they plant trees or some shit. So I was like, okay, that's alright. Look at the box again. Give me a second. I'll take it. What was I doing? I think I was backpacking. Yeah, I was backpacking, bro. There's a quick shortcut. What am I talking about? This part. So right here. Ooh. This, technically, you're not supposed to. There's another way to get through this to this area. But yeah. Anyways, that's my quick little shortcut here, and that'll bring me to the guy that I get the Monarch wings from, right? So not too bad. But I just gotta get past these bastards. Ooh, got him. That works pretty well. That was pretty smooth. Okay, we're almost there. Fuck off. What? Here we go. Ha. I do hate this next area. Okay. I really gotta smoke up. It won't take long. I already pre-rolled all that jazz. I'll message you on the messenger. It won't take long. But if you don't want to chit, still, like you already know, don't.
was someone in the chat for a bit, or well, he didn't chat. Someone jumped in the room and then stayed for like 5 minutes and left. So we're like, oh, hey.
So it's just you and Devon?
Now, yeah.
So can you hear me if I'm like talking like this?
I don't think so. Who knows?
I'm just wondering what's being broadcasted from me.
Maybe your voice if the mic picks it up, but I doubt it. There are noise canceling.
Oh, okay.
Speaking of that, I bought these headphones for like $13, right?
Oh,
At the
okay.
weekend, so it's like a perfect.
Oh, nice.
It said Marley on them, so I guess they're Bob Marley brand.
Oh, okay.
The reason why I grabbed it, 'cause it looked like a renewable box, rubber box. That looked like it's already been recyclable. And then, like, we plant trees in Boston. Whoa, so I was like, oh, that's even better, right? I'll take that. I go and I scan it, the shopper's thing. Same price, but all of a sudden at the bottom of the price, it's like a 40-cent tax, a recyclable tax. And I'm like,
Oh
what?
my God.
I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, I'm telling you, it's tripping the fuck out. I'll look at my receipt later.
Cool.
I was like, that's fucking stupid. Like at the beginning of the stream, I was just like, nobody was in there, so I was just starting to narrate it. So I'm like talking to myself. I'm like, hey, just for any like, yeah, pretty much. Just to get into it, just in case people do should show up. Doubt they will though. But anyways, back Devon. I don't know if you're there, but if you are, hey. Get off soon. But yeah, I don't have like a camera hooked up or anything like that. You can see on the top of the screen, like close to the picture, the mic is active, but the camera screen has a slash through it. Camera. Whoops. Just messing around. Oh, okay, no worries. No. Can you hear? Can you say something? Can you hear Rebecca? He has a message. He's the incomplete message now. Yeah, he has. That was when I asked if you. Do you hear Rebecca say anything? We just want to know. No, he said not really. We're just wondering how much the mic picks up. Ow. Double ow. This is America. Hmm?
Also, nothing with this for VR thing.
Okay.
But I'm doing this, like, you're in this room. And, oh, look.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah, Vaughn said he wrote that message at the bottom. Nice. That's about it. So that's good to know. I don't need to kill him. For no reason. Oh. Okay, this guy should go even faster than last time because I have the charm set up. Oh, oops. I just was trying to do some trick that I saw online. Yep. Yep, I'm not working. It's not working from that. Really not working. Got it, 10. Oops. Oh, stupid. Oh my god. Fucking thing. This way. There we go. Oh god, that's close. Why that battle did not. Oh, fuck. Love these monarch wings, man. Da-da-da.
Oh, that's you. And it kills one of the bosses. There's like 6 of them that spawn, but this makes it so that there's only like 5. range clip. Look at this. Oh, that's weird.
Helmadelka. Velmi Ardred. Velmi Ardred. Helmadelka.